up until about 1993-ish, PC gaming wasn't exactly the powerhouse that we know it today. It was kind of like, here's a game that looks maybe a little bit like the game you'd have on your NES, but is quite significantly slower and doesn't have as many colours. That was generally the state of PC games. Not saying that they were bad, per se, but if you were to compare them like for like to the consoles, which, you know, were a booming thing at the time, you'd maybe be forgiven for thinking the consoles were a much better investment. However, that didn't stop people from attempting to make console-like games on the PCs, and one of the attempts was a little game called Dangerous Dave, which was a game made by a fella called, if they can focus on that because it's quite dark on a dark background, John Romero. Yes, John Romero, who, when he was making Dangerous Dave in 1988, said that he was basically trying to make a Mario game, which is fair enough, you know. Something that was kind of missing from the PC for a while. And until Commander Keen came along, the PC didn't really have any decent platformers, aside from Lode Runner, which, you know, was a bit different. That's the thing, the PC platformers, they did exist, but they weren't quite what you'd expect if you were wanting a Mario type experience, for example. And Dangerous Dave set out to try and change that. Possibly the most famous Dangerous Dave game is Dangerous Dave in Copyright Infringement, which stars Dave in, I think it's Super Mario Bros. 3, the first level, remade in DOS, and it looks incredible. For the time, it was quite an achievement. But of course, that was never published. That was kind of just an internal thing to say, hey, look, this can be done. And that went on to become Commander Keen, I think. Not 100% on my history there, but as you can see, I did do a tiny little bit of research for this one. Just as an idea of cost for this thing, I do have the receipt here. It was, when all was said and done, €73.95 from Ireland. And I got a nice hello from the man himself, Mr. John Romero, because this is indeed published by him. It was available on his site. I'm pretty sure it sold out within like 5 minutes. I was very lucky to get a copy, because I saw it go up. I think I was on Twitter. I just happened to be on Twitter at the time, and he tweeted and said, hey, look, Dangerous Dave's out now. And it's like, okay, let's go get it. An impulse buy, but a very wise one, I think, because, you know, it's a nice item to have. And this is, it says Dangerous Dave on the front, but it's actually, the sides and the top are all the same, just because, you know, we like to show these things. The back, as you can see, it says Dangerous Dave Champions Edition, and it includes a lot of Dave. As you can see, it does look a bit like Lode Runner from that image, doesn't it? But as you can see, they get a bit more sort of, what they used to call them, run and jumps, particularly in the German magazines. That was kind of the thing. That sort of platformer. The entire Dangerous Dave collection is here, from the 1988 original to the 1990 PC Classic to the final 1995 installment. All 9 of Dave's adventures are here in this Champions Edition. Here is the treasure locked within this box. Golden Dave trophy and blue gems. Dangerous Dave swag bag. Dangerous Dave A3 poster. Pirate's treasure map hint guide. 2 stickers. Shotgun shell USB contains the 2020 remaster of the original 1990 Dangerous Dave, including these sequels. Dave in the deserted pirate's hideout, the same again, but in 1990. Haunted Mansion, Double Returns, Risky Rescue, which, yes, I don't think reviewed particularly well, but there you go. Dave Goes Nuts, Dangerous Dave Goes Nuts. I will be honest, at this point, never, ever, ever played Dangerous Dave at all. However, you know, it's got a place in PC gaming history, so it wasn't something I could really pass up. Especially since that it's signed by Mr. Romero, and this is number 89. You could pay a bit more and get like number 1 for 10 times the price or something. I mean, yeah, it's come across a little bit cheeky, but he knows where he can make his money, I guess, and people pay for it. So, you know, can't really fault him for that. And as we like to do on this channel, I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison, but not just to any game, because, I mean, what can you really compare this to? This runs the gamut from 88 to 95, and during that time, game boxes were all over the place. Can't really compare it to anything. The only game that I have from, well, around 88 is Tetris, and that's teeny tiny compared to this chunky box. So this is more akin to something you see in the mid-90s. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a comparison to Romero's other big box PC game that he's released in recent years, and that is Sigil. And, well, as you perhaps understand, it's roughly the same size, a little bit smaller either side, but perhaps most notably, this is one of these fold-out top boxes, cereal box style, I'll call it. And Dave, which is much better because it's a 2-part box that slides off. Much betterer for ease of opening purposes, and also for ease of slicing into, because as ever it's sealed. So let's break in, because you know, John didn't go to the effort of putting all these feelies in just so I could leave it sealed on my shelf, did he? That is not a commentary on what you should do with your games. You do what you want with them. However, games want to be free. Especially, you know, I mean, the video game market today is just so ludicrous that I'm even more inclined to open up my games. Just because it's kind of in spite of all the copies of Super Mario Brothers that are going for stupid amounts of money. It's really difficult to collect games at the moment. Really difficult. Not that I'm actively collecting at the minute, because my shelves are all full, but there you go. When something like this comes out, kind of just got to go for it. No stickers on the old shrink wrap, which is probably blowing out the mic, so you can't hear what I'm saying anyway. Dangerous Dave. Nice matte finish on the box as well, just wanted to point that out. Not that you can particularly tell. And let's get it open. That is a nice, thick, lined box. That's lovely. That is premium. Let's just shove that over there. And inside is a sack. Wow! I can't believe this isn't the only game that I own in a sack. However, it's not the main part of the packaging, I suppose. So yeah, sack games still a very niche category. Right, let's have a look at. Oh my goodness, there's a bevy of print media here. Let's have a look what we're saying. Just move the knife out of the way. A red neck. That does seem to be some sort of sticker. Okay. Dangerous Dave. That is also looking quite stickery. Big white background on it though. Interesting. More of a massive sticker. Not expected. Usually the stickers are quite small when you get them with these things. We've got a nice poster. Dave with a gun shooting a Skellybob type in a deserted pirate's hideout. Very cool. That's a nice bit of artwork. I don't know who it's by, however, there is the signature. Not that it's focusing on it. Come on, fella. You can do it. There we go. There we are. So that's the print. No manual. A little bit disappointing. However, let's have a look in the sack. Unexpected. It's like something you'd get from an IT show. And we have. Let's just dump it all out. Oh, tiny little things. Yep. Whoa! Whoopsie. We've got a small plastic trophy. We've got some small plastic blue gems. We have a large plastic blue gem. That looks really nice on camera, actually. It looks really nice in real life. It's more of a turquoise colour to the naked eye. The camera's showing it as more of a blue, but that's good. Lovely. And we have the fabled shoot gun shell. It says Dangerous Dave on the bottom, honest. And everything else is on here. So, I guess what I need to do is load up a contemporary machine and see exactly how much of this game can be run by it. Because, you know, that is the acid test, isn't it? If I can run it on my Pentium 2, happily, you know, unlike certain other games that should run on this machine but don't. Not naming any names. Star Wars, Episode 1 Racer. Yeah, let's go find out, shall we? Oh, and just before I finish, the significance of the trophies and things is that they are, I believe, if we look on the back of the box, you can see that they are indeed the main collectibles in the game. You get blue gems and trophies. So there you go. Let's go pop this in and see what happens. I've got my 98 machine running here, and I'm not so much concerned about my ability to play it so much as the computer's ability to play it. I've copied all the files onto the computer, so go see games. This is not in order at all. That's very poor. By name, that's more like it. They're all in Win. README. Let's have a look at the README. This distribution of Dangerous Dave games contains both Apple II and MS-DOS programs. Excellent. So it's got all of them. That's brill. And you can use Apple Win, which is an Apple II emulator. I have used it before. Did I use it to play Pinball Construction Set? I think I did. And DOSBox. Come on, John. DOSBox. We can do one better than that. Actually, DOSBox is amazing. I have no complaints about DOSBox. On the shotgun shell USB drive there is a folder named Win. This is where the Windows version is located. In each of the folders you will see a shortcut starting with Run. Double click this and the game in that folder will run with either Apple Win or DOSBox. In the 2021 folder, yeah, that did say that in the box, didn't it? What did it say, 2020? I'm going to go check now. Yeah, it says 2020 remaster on the box, so I'm not sure when this remaster was now, but hey, well, I mean, this isn't going to run on here. Absolutely not. No chance. But we're going to try it anyway. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, wait, that was the Apple version. Hey. Oh, there we go. This is the... Oh, I see. So, when it says Win, it's not the Windows... well, I guess there'll be DOS versions of the games. It's the versions of the games that will run on Windows, if that makes sense. So, CD 1990 D1. Dave. Here we go. Oh, whoops. We want proper audio. Let's go. No, there is a distinct lack of audio, which is strange because we have just tried the audio and it works fine. Do I need to... You see, there is no setup file here, so it's hard to tell. CD 1991 D2. Dave? Dave 2. Is there a setup file in this? Dave 2. Oh, that's some PC speaker. Did you hear that? Dangerous Dave in the Haunted Mansion. There he is. Whoa! Flickery. Away! F2. Sound, you bet. Okay, I guess this is PC speaker then. Fine. Don't tell me I'm stuck already. Oh no, I can jump on top of the tree. There we are. Wow, it's quite flickery. I think with I apologise for Oh yeah, it's very flickery on the recording as well. Yeah, with the later Commander Keen games, they had an anti-flicker thing. Oh my goodness. Just got beaten up. Yeah, they had an anti-flicker thing, and it doesn't seem to be prevalent in this. Yeah, well, I guess the idea is to go try and not use the ammo if you can. Except I've just used all mine. Oh wait, do you have to wait for him to reload? So much for not playing it. There was also a PDF manual on the shotgun shell, which I couldn't read because I don't have a PDF reader on here, unfortunately. I do not have a copy of Acrobat version 3 or whatever. I will stop playing this momentarily because the flickering isn't great. Uh-oh. Reload! Ugh! These zombies are massive. Oh, Dave's just tiny. Come on. The all-new misadventures of Dangerous Dave. Dave goes nuts. Are we still? Oh, we've got the we've got the Mortal Kombat font. That's good. Stud, you bet. Have we still not got any Sound Blaster audio? No, I guess we haven't. Ready to play. Press F1. Sound control. Oh, here we go. Sound Blaster. It's so weird. Oh, there we go. We've got exactly one sound. That can't be right. Chainsaw. Nice. Triple shot. This seems a bit more actiony than the other one, but again, a complete lack of much in the way of... Oh, is that stairs? I see. Also, I didn't realise, but different left and right sprites. Yep, the stairs. Ice pick. Oh! What happened? Did I touch the thing that was upstairs? That's so dumb. We got a bit more audio. You also can't fire while in the air. Bit of a shame. This is hard. I suppose I did pick the hard difficulty, but I'm also outrunning the screen a little bit. I don't have to reload in this one though. That's positive. And it's not flickery. So what does this chainsaw do? Can I use it? Right, I've got all the ice. Ah! Ouch! A little too dangerous? Yes, it is. I've made the Hall of Fame. Great. Dark humour ahead. Okay. Soft Disc presents. Oh. Guess we don't get a title screen with this one, or did I just click through it? Ah! Oh my! The death scenes are getting a bit more brutal as time goes on. Can I just jump in the car now? Whoa! What's your deal? Right, so you have to reload, and you've got a limited ammo supply this time. Well, how are you supposed to know that dog's coming? And it comes at you really fast. Ah! This, sure. A 6-pack. Uh-oh. This could be bad. Here comes the dog. No! Run! Oh, for pity's sake. Well, I mean, the main thing is these all work under DOS properly, which is good. I mean, it's not as if I expected them not to, but you have to be sure about these things. Might as well keep going. Right, we're back in Windows. So just as an, just for science more than anything, let's just give it a bash. See if this works. Yeah, okay. Shame. What was the 95 one as well? Dangerous Dave Goes Nuts. Dave Goes Nuts. Right. So. Yeah, so we've just played through all of them. All of the ones that we can on Windows anyway. Bit of a shame about the audio situation. I was expecting it to be a little bit more... well, I don't really know what I was expecting actually. I mean, 92, Wolfenstein was out, 93, Doom was out, so... You know, they were looking a little bit dated for the time at that point. However, I see myself having some fun with those. And that dog was unbelievable. But anyway, we'll leave that there. They work in DOS, and maybe at some point I can play the 2021 remake, see how that looks. But there we go, that's the Dangerous Dave Champions Edition, which was quite a lot of fun. So, that's all. I'll see you all for the next one. Ta-ra.